Thank you very much for watching. I'm Hiroyuki Kawamoto, President and Representative Director of Gumi Inc. Let me now take you through our earnings for the fourth quarter and the full year of fiscal year 2026. First, our full year results. This was a year in which gains on crypto asset valuation and other factors helped us secure profitability at every level. A year that firmed up our financial footing for what comes next. Let me give you the specific figures. Full year revenue came in at 9,183 million yen, and operating profit at 83 million yen, so we held the black for a second straight year. Ordinary profit, lifted by crypto asset valuation gains and other factors, stayed at a high level. 2,170 million yen. Profit before tax was 1,524 million yen, and profit attributable to owners of the parent was 1,454 million yen. On top of that, a major pillar for next year, one that will further expand our earnings base, is the release of My Hero Academia United Survival, which we plan to launch within 2026. Our work towards sustainable growth in the game business is moving steadily forward too. We've drawn on the development and operating know-how we built with Oradora to begin full-scale development of 2 new major global IP titles. We're making steady progress toward the capacity to launch at least 1 major title every year. In crypto, the market is in a correction right now, but our view of its medium to long-term growth hasn't changed. We'll keep building our position while watching price movements carefully. And through Gumi AI Labs, our investments in leading Silicon Valley AI startups have already reached 17. We'll keep investing, aiming for the high return potential of seed stage entry and for business synergies down the road. I'll talk about all of this in more detail shortly. Next, let me explain an important decision regarding our capital policy. At today's Board of Directors meeting, weighing the recent softness in our share price against the broader market, we resolved to acquire and cancel all of the unexercised portion of our 26th stock acquisition rights. We issued these rights in October 2025 to fund growth investment and repay borrowings. As of today, about 4.36 million shares have been exercised, raising roughly 1.5 billion yen. But given where our share price now stands, we judge that letting these rights continue to be exercised would keep signaling the risk of future dilution in per-share value to the market. So we decided to cancel them. With this cancellation, we completely resolve the potential dilution concern from the unexercised portion, about 6.34 million shares out of the 10.7 million issued in total. We'll continue to carry out a nimble and sound capital policy, working to enhance shareholder value. Next, let me explain how we performed against the final year of our previous medium-term management plan. For the full year, profit before tax came in at 1,520 million yen. Our revised plan had set a target range of 2.5 to 4 billion yen. If we take the midpoint of that range, 3.25 billion yen, as our benchmark, we reached about 47% of it. So I want to be direct with you. We fell short of our target. Let me explain why. In our mobile game business, 2 things weighed on us. We didn't win the commission development deals we'd expected, and the revenue from some of our new titles came in below what we planned. In our blockchain-related business, our co-developed game titles underperformed, and we were slower than we wanted to be in monetizing our asset management operations. We take these shortfalls seriously, and under the new structure I'll lay out from page 8 of the material onward, I'm confident we can turn them into solid, steady improvement. Next, I'd like to look back at how our performance has moved over the past 3 years. In fiscal year 2024, our title Aster Tetaricus underperformed, and we posted an ordinary loss of 4,514 million yen. We didn't just absorb that. We acted. We carried out structural reforms, including a voluntary early retirement program. And the very next year, fiscal 2025, we turned that around in a big way, an ordinary profit of 2,103 million yen. Then, in fiscal year 2026, the final year of the plan, we brought in revenue of 9,183 million yen, an ordinary profit of 2,170 million yen. We stayed in the black at every level of profit for the full year. Yes, we came in below our profit target, but here's what I want you to take away. Through those reforms, the hit of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Aura Aura Overdrive, and a strategy we've now proven, pairing strong IP with our own game engine, we've moved into a phase of stable earnings. The groundwork for the years ahead is firmly in place. Building on that foundation, we're moving to a new structure, one designed to draw the fullest possible synergy from being part of the SBI Group. This past May, the SBI Group unveiled a strategy that links three ecosystems in concert: its financial ecosystem, its digital space ecosystem, and a newly added neo-media ecosystem. Our aim is to serve as one of the core companies driving that neo-media strategy, and we're drafting a new medium-term management plan with exactly that in mind. By working hand-in-hand with the SBI Group, we'll put our energy into expanding both the neo-media and digital space ecosystems. Next, let me explain how we're realigning our business segments to fit this strategy. Until now, we've operated in two segments, the mobile game business and the blockchain-related business. To get the most out of the synergy with the SBI Group's neo-media strategy I just described, we're realigning them. Going forward, we'll move to two new segments. The first is our neo-media entertainment business, with our existing game business at its core, reaching all the way from IP acquisition out into the surrounding entertainment space. The second is our neo-crypto business, centered on holding and managing XRP. Next, let me walk you through the shape of our new medium-term management plan. Our goal is to grow as a hybrid company, one that fuses a neo-media entertainment business built around games with a neo-crypto business built around XRP. Here's the heart of it. The profit our entertainment content generates and the holding and management of XRP circulate together as a single ecosystem. We put our business earnings to work efficiently to expand profit, then channel those resources back into content. That sustainable growth spiral is how we'll build a stable foundation, one that isn't tossed around by the ups and downs of the market. Next, let me explain our strategy for the neo-media entertainment business. In this business, we're moving away from the hit-dependent model that relied on gacha revenue alone and building a stable earnings base that doesn't hinge on game revenue. Concretely, we'll cover the entire value chain, from IP acquisition at the upstream end all the way down to the surrounding entertainment at the downstream end, and generate steady cash flow from multiple revenue sources. Next, our strategy for the neo-crypto business. Here, we're changing course. We're shifting away from our old approach, holding and staking a range of crypto assets toward two things: concentrating on XRP and actively managing it through options trading and similar strategies. Staking yields have come down as market conditions have changed, so at Gumi itself, we'll consolidate our crypto holdings into XRP as a rule, with the aim of becoming Japan's largest holder and manager of XRP. And by managing those holdings actively, using option strategies such as covered calls, we'll improve our yield. The goal is a structure that generates stable returns in any market environment. From here, I'd like to take you through the concrete progress in each business. First, IP acquisition within the neo-media entertainment business. Going forward, we won't simply license IP from outside rights holders. We'll invest in production committees for anime, films, and the like, taking part from the earliest planning and launch stages. That investment does more than secure exclusive game development rights. By becoming a rights holder in the IP ourselves, We earn royalties whenever that IP is developed across other media beyond games. Compared with the conventional licensing model, we expect this to lift our margins substantially. Investing in production committees carries risk, of course, but we'll draw on the eye for IP that we've built up over the years to handpick the most promising projects and keep that risk under control. Several projects are already underway, in anime and music among others, and we'll grow them into a stable earnings base from the next fiscal year onward. Next, the progress in game development within the Neo Media Entertainment business. This year, our flagship IP title, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Aura Aura Overdrive, powered our full-year results. The success model we proved with Oradora, pairing strong IP with our own game engine, is one we'll now extend to our upcoming next IP titles. Leading the way, we plan to release My Hero Academia United Survival in 2026. On top of that, we've begun development on 2 more major IP titles to follow My Hero Academia United Survival. And we're in final negotiations with rights holders for several more promising IPs. Step by step, we're building the capacity to keep launching at least one major title every year. Next, let me tell you about Yosoku Heiroba, a points-earning service we've launched as a new venture in the surrounding entertainment space. It's a participatory platform where people predict the outcome of events in the public eye and compete on how accurate they are. We completed the first release on June 9th. Right now, we're running a campaign to predict the results of every match in the Soccer World Cup to grow our early user base. From July onward, we'll go further, offering prediction content inside Gurosi, one of Japan's largest news curation services, and rolling out prediction-based advertising, which turns forecasting campaigns about companies' products and services into ad products. By tapping the data we gain from how users make their predictions, we'll keep expanding our revenue opportunities. Next, let me explain another challenge we're taking on in the surrounding entertainment space, our official secondary creation platform. Japan's creator market has grown into something enormous, more than 1.8 trillion yen as of 2023, and still expanding. We see real potential in this huge growing market, and we're working to turn it into a full-fledged business that opens up new revenue. But as the market grows, the whole industry needs better infrastructure, so creators can pour themselves into their work without worrying about legal risk, and rights holders can manage their properties properly. To meet that need, we've built a distribution model together with Sky Perfect JSAT and Hitachi Solutions. It handles everything in one place, from rights clearance to sales to license fee payments, and it eases the inventory risk that creators carry. We've already run a proof of concept, an official secondary creation goods market, and the results were very encouraging, both in simplifying the process and in the single-point management system. From here, we'll build on those results to expand the business further. By co-creating with rights holders, creators, and fans alike, we aim to establish a new framework, one that drives the further growth of Japan's creative culture and its subculture as a whole. On top of that, we're looking at AI as a major source of innovation going forward. By harnessing cutting-edge technologies like generative AI, we'll support creators in their work more richly, while also raising the sophistication of the supervision and management processes on the rights holder side. By combining this advanced technology with the framework itself, we'll hold down the risk of content imitation and rights infringement, and turn secondary creation into a further rise in the market value of Japanese IP. Next, the progress on XRP within the neo-crypto business. First, the core of it, holding and managing XRP. The crypto market is quite soft right now, so we'll keep a close eye on price as we build our XRP position. The crypto portfolio we currently hold, worth about 14 billion yen, will convert step by step into XRP, which is far more liquid. Through this, we aim to become Japan's largest holder and manager of XRP. As for how we'll manage it, rather than simply holding the asset, we'll run a covered call strategy. We sell call options, the right to buy at a set price in the future, and earn the option premium on an ongoing basis. This active approach secures steady income, and the premium we'll bring in acts as a cushion when prices fall. That's how we'll control risk while maximizing returns. Next, the progress at Hinode Technologies, our joint venture with TIS. At this company, we're driving toward early profitability by combining the know-how Gumi has built up in node operation and asset management with the strong system development capabilities of TIS, a major Japanese system integrator. Specifically, we're making steady progress on validator and staking rewards through node operation on leading blockchains and on managing the crypto assets we earn. On top of that, we're developing and rolling out a crypto asset accounting management system, something listed companies will find essential for handling crypto in a way that meets audit requirements. By selling this accounting SaaS to outside customers, we'll establish a business model that steadily builds high-margin recurring revenue. Next, the state of our funds within the neo-crypto business. The existing funds we've invested in and run so far, Gumi Cryptos Capital 1 and 2, and Decimal 1, have delivered very strong performance. Fund 1 has already returned its principal, and we've been steadily realizing large gains from there. On the strength of that track record, we're working to expand the fund business further. Right now, we've begun exploring the launch of GCC3, which would include AI companies among its targets, and Decima 2, which would invest in listed crypto assets. As for SBI Crypto Fund, our joint fund with the SBI Group, we're in the final stages of preparation toward its first close. Looking ahead, we'll set our sights on products for individual investors, such as ETFs, and expand our crypto asset management business in earnest. Next, let me walk you through the key investments held by the GCC 1 and 2 funds I just mentioned. These investments lead their respective fields, with a commanding track record and strong growth potential. To give one example, OpenSea, held in GCC Fund 1, is one of the world's largest NFT marketplaces. Its trading volume reached $1.3 billion this first quarter, and it still holds more than 70% of the NFT market, a commanding lead. Cumulative trading volume has passed $48 billion, and cumulative revenue has passed $1.08 billion. Centaura, meanwhile, is a protocol for asset management and liquidity in the DeFi space. It manages and deploys more than $3 billion in capital across a range of DeFi strategies, and it's grown into the largest vault curator, with around $2 billion allocated to public vaults. It's also a major contributor to building new ecosystems, including the rollout of PYUSD on Solana. We hold many other projects beyond these, with top-tier track records in the global market. We'll keep backing these companies as they grow and turn that growth into greater value for our own company. Last, let me update you on Gumi AI Labs. Through Gumi AI Labs, we've moved early to invest not only in crypto, but also in AI, the field that will sit at the heart of the innovation ahead. So far, we've invested in 17 companies, mainly AI startups in Silicon Valley, and we intend to keep investing aggressively. What really sets our investment strategy apart is that we invest from the seed stage. That's how we aim for very high return potential. Another strength is the breadth of the sectors we invest in: healthcare, manufacturing, mobility, infrastructure, and more. We're not concentrated in any single field. We've spread our investment net wide across many. We'll strengthen these investments further, and as these cutting-edge AI startups grow, we'll press ahead in raising the value of our own company alongside them. That covers the concrete progress in each of our businesses, along with our strategy going forward. Fiscal year 2026 was a genuinely rewarding year. We held profitability at every level, and we completed the groundwork for a new growth spiral, one driven by our partnership with the SBI Group. In fiscal year 2027, under our new business structure, we'll launch major IP titles and actively manage XRP and other crypto assets. Our aim is clear: to deliver to you in visible form, dependable growth in both revenue and profit. Together with the SBI Group, the entire company will move forward as one to make that happen. Beyond what I've covered today, our earnings materials include detailed data, other topics, the progress of each business, our performance trends, and an appendix. I'd be grateful if you'd take a look at those as well. With that, I'll close our full-year earnings briefing for fiscal year 2026. Thank you very much for watching.